Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Hero and Mong here on Fighting Spirit. We've seen Hero before on the channel plenty of times before. We've seen Mong a few times, but never these two players together. It's going to be a great TVZ here on Fighting Spirit. Top left-hand corner is going to be the Orange Terran player. It is going to be Mong. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the yellow Zerg player, Hero. Very nice, Hero. Big replay pack for Hero I got off of Team Liquid. He doesn't win all of these games. I don't see how he could. There are lots of games in this pack. And the ones I've cast before have included losses. So don't hear me say I have a lot of Hero games and like, oh, he's won every single one of those. That's not true. My Jaedong pack I have doesn't include all Jaedong losses, I can tell you that much. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you go back and watch the Jaedong casts I made recently, there's at least one loss in there of the many Jaedong ones that I've tossed up. So keep that in mind. Also, I had the realization recently that every Jaedong game in the Jaedong pack is a ZVP. There are no ZVZs and no ZVTs in there. And I was like, wait, what? How is every single one of these a ZVP? It didn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense then. It doesn't make sense now. Anyway, that is a pool at 9 pool or so. Definitely not a 4 pool. Definitely not early enough to where Mong has to worry about anything. He's not walling off, mind you. His supply depot's way up here in the corner. And he's going to go ahead and not bother walling off. Barracks not in a position where you can stop Lings from coming up that ramp with it. So, Hero might be able to get some early aggression off. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. I have to imagine Mong knows this is safe. Expecting a 4 pool out of Hero. I don't think we've seen him do that. Again, I try to cast the longer games. It's entirely possible that Hero goes 4 pool all the time, and I just haven't cast any of those games because I don't like those games. They're short and dumb. But expansion goes down here at about 11. So I just say 9 into 11 here. 9 pool, 11 hatch. Any Zerglings, one set of Zerglings in production. He's not going crazy with it, and that should be fine. Mong's going to be able to defend that, no problem. His barracks is almost done. He'll make some Marines and maybe throw up a bunker if he feels that's entirely necessary, but he doesn't. Actually, you know what? 3 sets of Zerglings now. So we are transitioning into a lot of Zerglings from Hero. Hero is going to go ahead and maybe move out with these things. That's if he comes in for the scout. He sees the hatchery and says, okay, that wasn't a hatch first. Definitely not based on the timing there. Ooh, a lot of Lings are out. I gotta keep these guys away from my base, if at all possible. And you know what? He's going to keep at least 2 of these Lings back home. The rest of them are heading out across the map. SCV sacrifices his life so the Lings can get across. The Lings can get delayed on the attack. Now, I think we've scouted. Yes, we've scouted the top left and the top right and the bottom left. Top left has not been scouted. There's that bunker. So he knows he needed the bunker. He's got a Marine in there, 2 Marines. He's expanding behind it here. I don't know that any kind of a run-by possible here at all. No. Positioning is too good. You try to come down this way, you're taking shots here and here and here. No, that bunker is perfectly placed. Nicely done by Mong. We've seen him do some great things on the channel, mostly in TVT. I feel like we've seen most of him. His TVTs do tend to be pretty epic and feature battle cruisers too. So maybe search Mong on the channel for a TVT that included everybody's favorite underused unit, the battle cruiser. Where are we at? What are we doing? Just more and more supply depots. He really doesn't want to get supply blocked here. He's got 21 of 34 available supply. 22 of 34 available supply. 1 barracks. He's finally building an engineering bay, but his production is 1 barracks right now. What is going on? I really don't know what he's doing, why he has so many supply depots with such little production, but maybe he just doesn't want to be supply blocked later, which I admit I've done, but as Zerg, I make 10 Overlords mid-game, and I'm like, I'm never making another Overlord. I'm finished with this, and it works out most of the time. Sometimes I lose the Overlords because they're clumped together in stupid places, and they all die, but, you know, I do my best. I think we all do our best when it comes to Brood War. SCV running around, just leading this Ling on a merry goose chase. Metabolic boost coming up now, too. And Overlord coming in for the scout. I am, again, just really shocked at how much available supply Mong has. He's got 44 available supply. He was in the 20s just until a second ago. He's building an academy, which is fine. He's still not building any more barracks or factories. He is playing this so greedily. That said, look at the 3rd base. I mean, Hero's got a 3rd. So, I mean, sure, I guess he knows. I guess he assumes some greed out of Hero here, and he's taking advantage of it himself. I almost feel like he's doing a better job at being greedy than Hero is. Hero made actually 6 Zerglings. But you know what? Okay, 5 Marines. That's more actually invested into army for Mong, so never mind. Spire on the way. Just Marines plus 1 attack. We're working on... okay, Stim. Stim coming up now to the Academy. So Stim to Marines, pretty darn good answer to Mutalisks. The Engineering Bay Engineering Bay was down early too. So you probably see those guys come up, missile turrets come up at some point here. SCV still scouting around. Is this the 3rd SCV that's going to die out on the map? Mong is playing greedy, and he wants to make sure that he knows any attacks that are coming. He's doing his best. I think he has to know there's a base here, right? I really wish I could tell what the players have seen already, but all I can do is know what they currently see, which it doesn't help in this scenario. So annoying. All right, so really no more Lings on the way. Hero is just got the 6. They're alive. They're running around, trying to kill SCVs. Is Mong going to go for a quick 3rd at 5 minutes? He's hiding an SCV. Looks like he's attempting to do so. Mong, this is the greediest Terran opening versus Zerg I've ever seen, and I think it's paying off. He's not being bothered at all. He just has to deal with some mutas, but he's got that handled. He's got Marines. He's not building any turrets yet, which I feel like is a bit of an oversight, as there are 8 mutas on the way now. Hero went 9 mutas, went right to muta. 6 minutes in, he's making that many Mutalisks, which is just great. You can do it off at 3 bases and 2 gas. 10 mutas, sure, why not? Let's make 10 Mutalisks. So Marines are here, medics are here. A Zergling cruised in to see what was up and saw the bunker, saw the Marines, saw the medics. Missile turrets now on the way. Mong knows exactly the last minute to make those. I heard a scan. I bet he scanned the Spire. I bet he did. And even if he didn't, all he has seen are a handful of Lings at this point. It's gotta be muta. That gas is getting saved for something for the first 7 minutes of this game. So muta's on the way. Missile turrets complete. Got 2 down here with a bunker supporting. That's pretty good stuff. The main base has 2, which seems inadequate if the mutas decide to head up to the main base. We'll see what they do. Here they are, majestically flying across the map. Only 9 of them are here. Where's 10? There's Mutalisk 10. Oh, and 11. Sure, why not? Lurker aspect being researched behind this. Just in case you were wondering. More medics in production. The mutas, the natural is not where you want to go, man. I'm telling ya. The natural is not where you want to be, lads. Alright, I guess we're going to play the pick off Marines at the edge of the thing here. At the edge of the group here, I suppose. Ooh. I don't know, man. Is Mong moving out? Is Mong feigning like he's moving out? Oh, that was good, Micro. Actually, almost got a Mutalisk there. Lost a Marine in the process, but did some good damage to this guy. We'll call him Tom. Tom the Mutalisk. Is he going to live or die? We'll keep an eye on him right now. Still cruising around. I wish this was smaller. I wish this didn't take up so much of the map, but it's just good to see the health status. Yep, Tom's dead. All right, so Tom is out. The rest of the mutas are like, they're mourning Tom. Poor Tom. Ooh, another one goes down. Larry got picked off. Steve? Oh, Steve is out too. All right, man, this is not good trades. I don't think this is good trades. You're losing Mutalisks. All right, man, but at the same time, you are picking off Marines, and all the medics are going to die now. All right, I guess that was the play, right? That was the play, was to kill enough of the Marines where the medics are unsupported, they all die. That is future healing that does not exist for Mong. But guess what? We have more Marines and medics. No big deal. Mong's heading down to the south. He's trying to see what he can do, but guess what? We do have a sunken here. We've got 4 lurkers in production, which is really problematic for Mong. Again, picking off the edges. Overlord dies. Does not supply block Hero, but it's close. Guess who's not supply blocked? Mong. Mong is not supply blocked at all. He is moving out with another army across the map. He might try to hit the 3rd. A bunch of Lings are here, though. Is that enough Lings to deal with that? It may be. Jumping on in. No, doesn't like it. Does not like what he sees at all. Guess what? Who didn't take this, though? Hero didn't take these bases, which is generally, traditionally, what you do if you're Zerg on this map. He took the 3rd on the right side instead, which, I don't know if that's going to hurt him or not. To be honest, I've never seen a Zerg really do this. But, I don't know. He might be fine, is what I'm trying to say. Stimming up, trying to get another Overlord. Again, supply blocking your opponent when you are committed to not being supply blocked is a good advantage to have. I hear lurkers burrowing in. Yeah, there we go. On the ramps, defending the 3rd base. That's really hard to break with Marines. In fact, nigh impossible to break with Marines. He's not even going to try. Mong's not going to try that at all. More lurkers, more Hydras, a hive on the way. Hero really teching up strongly here. Marines and medics are like, are you sure there's not a 4th anywhere up in this area? No? No? All right, fine. That's good, I suppose. Mong is working on a science facility, which will allow him to make science vessels, which are key in ZVTs. as we've seen. We saw something of a lower level ZVT on Saturday, which you might have caught. It was Taba versus someone, I can't remember the other name there, but really good ZVT, but you could see the difference between the pros and like the mid-level, upper mid-level guys, right? There were Swarm hosts, there was Dark Swarm, but it wasn't really on point the whole time. Sometimes it was late, oftentimes it was late. The Terran player lost a ton of Science Vessels to Scourge, just wasn't babysitting them well enough. Just little things like that that make this high-level ZVT so different from what we're capable of as mere mortals. There's Irradiate. Ta-da, Irradiate, Siege coming in. Mong is working on Science Vessels as predicted. Adrenal Glands underway for the Zerg player, working on just more Hydras, getting that Scourge. Again, the Scourge are the answer to the Science Vessels for the most part. Although, again, a great Terran player like Mong will generally keep them alive just by keeping them around the Marines and pulling them away from the Scourge and letting the Marines handle them from the ground. That's what it's at. Defiler Mound and a Nidus Canal in production. Hero is, yep, there's your Defiler Mound, and where is your Nidus at? That's your Nidus, that's your Nidus. All right, so we want reinforcements quickly to the 3rd if necessary, or from the 3rd to the natural, or main if necessary too. Another SCV scouting, I'm loving this. I'm liking this actually from Mong. The awareness, the map awareness is great. That is so many lurkers. No. Yeah, Mong pulling back, does not like what he sees here at all. Lurker's getting some serious hits off here. Muta's actually in the engagement. And by Mutas, I mean there's one remaining, which is not great. Tanks chasing the lurkers away. Tanks care not for your lurkers for the most part. Especially, well, if the lurkers have been irradiated. So burrowing that guy in, because he's going to die anyway, and keeping him alive just makes he's wandering up against his friends and killing them, which that's got to feel bad, right? You get irradiated, you're like, oh no, I'm been irradiated, help, I'm going to die. And you're running around with your friends, and you're like, dude, get away. You're infecting us too, and you just feel horrible. Bad place to be. Heroes researching Consume. Tanks setting up, lurkers burrowing. I mean, it doesn't really help you to be burrowed. There's a Science Vessel here. Where are the Scourge? Where are the Scourge to pick this dude up? There's one Science Vessel. This one guy is doing work for Mong right now. Here we go. Charging on up with the lurkers with the Lings, and the Marines at the back are doing pretty well for themselves. Tank almost goes, there we go. Tank goes down. Is there enough to actually do this thing? Oh my gosh, there's so many lurkers. The Lings are on top of the tanks. All the Marines and the medics are out. What an amazing attack there. Out of Hero. Beautiful job. This Science Vessel still completely unbothered, mind you. Utterly unbothered here. Tank sets up in siege mode, starts working on the lurkers. It's a very big job for this one tank to handle all of these lurkers, though. Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to die. That tank's not going to live because he can't run because he's in siege mode. Hero's got a 4th base. I was really surprised that Mong didn't expand behind any of that. It was a really nice attack from him. The one Science Vessel was spotting like a boss, but he got wrecked. He got wrecked by Hero there. Hero, I really feel like that was an equitable trade for him, really helping him out immensely. Is that another? Nope, that's not a drone. That is a Zergling for sure. For sure. Triple pumping Vultures now is Mong. I guess maybe to deal with the Ling count that we're seeing here. They're not that great against lurkers, I can tell you that much. All right, here we go. Now we got some Dark Swarm in the mix. This makes this even better. Ready, Dark Swarm, go. Get out of there, run. Ooh, actually not even worrying about Dark Swarm. Oh, another secondary Dark Swarm, and everybody dies. Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. The first Dark Swarm was a decoy. Well, the Defiler dies. Second Dark Swarm, that's where it's at. Okay, so 3rd base is established up at the top here for Mong. But Hero, like I said, has a 4th already. It's fully saturated. Not fully saturated. It's getting fully saturated right now. What are these? Macro hatches? Macro hatches. Cool. Macro hatches here from Hero. Vultures cruising around, just trying to kill individual Zerglings, sending down spider mines too. Dark Swarm is up. Again, makes the Vultures really terrible. Lurker sets up. Get out of here. Get out of my house. You can't kill me. And they can't either, unfortunately for them. They are single target, no splash. Cruising up here. Maybe picking off some individual. There we go. Some drones. Okay, not bad. Slowing down this 4th base economy. That is a nice run by Mong. Ling's just sacrificing themselves to get on top of these Vultures and actually doing pretty good for themselves. Lurker, splash damage against small units with low HP. It's going to be pretty good. Man, still hiding out back here. Still going after that extractor. That's pretty good stuff. But guess who's attacking Mong? Mong is coming to the right side. Sunken. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, defensive matrix on a fire bat. Interesting choice. I don't know how I feel about that. Are these guys still doing stuff? This guy is still doing stuff, man. He is cool. I feel like that was a drone based on the corpse there. Dark Swarm prematurely up, hiding the drones inside here. But guess what? There's fire bats. Your splash damage is good in this situation. Exactly what you want there. Irradiating the Defiler. Oh, the Lurker, rather. Defiler's still alive. Man, Defensive Matrix fire bats pretty good, as it turns out. Oh, using the Dark Swarm to his own advantage. Well done by Mong here. He's like, hey, what up? You can't handle us. Ooh, Science Vessel goes down to Scourge. Plague is down on these Marines, though. They're severely injured, but guess what? Nobody can kill anybody when you're in Dark Swarm like this, and you're everybody's projectile weapons. Projectile attacks. We got Lurkers here, but Mong has been avoiding them pretty nicely, but is heading up along the top side of the map, which is hilarious. All right, man. So here we go. Fourth base, still not safe. These Vultures have been locking this down. Wow. I think Hydras are finally going to wander in and get rid of these dudes. They don't have many kills, but they've been preventing mining at this fourth base for what feels like 2 or 3 minutes. All right, man. So Mong has decided he wants this top corner. This is my base. Thank you. I'm going to wander into your third and wipe out all your drones, too. Hey, remember how you had a bunch of drones here and there's only a Sunken defending them? Yeah, about that. What a massacre. Goodbye, drones. Good morning, Vietnam. And by that, I mean goodbye, drones. He does target firing so dang well. Drone count is down to like 3 here. Yeah, it's about 3. And one of the Vultures actually even gets out. That's amazing, amazing stuff. So what composition are we doing here? We're meching it. We are transitioning into the mech. I like it. I like it for Mong. He's got a good number of fire bats up here. And by that, I mean, I think like 5 fire bats, which is more than you generally see, but great against Zerglings. But the Vultures are the answer now. To the Zerglings and the tanks are the answers to everything else. And at this point, Hero might be in a little bit of trouble here. Mech can be hard to deal with for Zerg. Just because the tanks don't really care about your Dark Swarm. And Vultures can take down Lurkers too. If you give enough, right, enough of a ratio of Vulture to Lurker, they're going to be just fine. Plague's really fantastic here. Terran really hates repairing his mech units that have been injured. It's a drain on resources for sure, but if you don't, they're extremely vulnerable. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, Mong's going to go ahead and take this top. How did I lose that? Come back. Come back. There it is. Press the wrong button. It's okay. Don't mind me. So he's going to take the top right-hand corner for his 4th. I'm a total big fan of that. Yeah, good Plague. Plague from inside the Dark Swarm catches a tank and a couple, 3 Vultures, not bad. Any Plague can get here are going to be just fine, but transitioning into Ling Hydra right now. No Lurkers. Lurkers aren't as good against high tank counts. Honestly, Hydras aren't either, but with Dark Swarm and Plague, you can kind of make it work. We'll see. Yeah, your Plague Vultures are in there amongst their friends. Hey, man, what got on you? That's gross. Yeah, man, it's just the Plague. Don't worry about it. It's not contagious. Weird that the Plague is not contagious, but Irradiate is. I suppose, I don't know. Because Irradiate in the real world is not, is it? Oh, it is contagious, actually. If you're irradiated enough, you can actually harm other people with your irradiated body. That I am aware of. Yeah, man, Lurkers are getting taken down by tanks here. This is a squeeze. It's a squeeze being put on by Mong right now. It's a pincer movement. So Hydra's attacking on in, clearing out Spider Mines, which is genius. Really, they can stand toe-to-toe with these Vultures, no problem. That's why you need the tanks. Mass Hydra would wreck this, except for the tanks. There's your Dark Swarm. Again, a gorgeous setup here from Hero. Just beautiful. Oh, man. Tanks getting set up in range here. Another tank goes down. 135 to 130 supply. Mong is up, but not by a whole lot here. Yeah, man, that was a great clear out. That was one of the better engagements for Hero in this game after the first couple. Another Dark Swarm getting tossed up. The Defilers happily wiggling their tails in happiness. In happiness. That was really redundant. Anyway, Mong is working on a 5th base. 5th base up here at the top right-hand corner. It is his. The top section of the map is effectively his, except for this space on the right side, which is, again, Heroes. Tacking on up. We got ourselves some Hydras versus SCVs and versus some Spider Mines. Also versus a lot of tanks. Bad place to go in. Bad, bad. Get out of there, Hydralisks. Nobody likes your style. Not in this area anyway. +1 attack and +3 armor. Oh. I don't know what that Defiler was trying to do, but let's just say it did not work at all. Working on more missile attack, so that's good. The Hydras will have +2 soonish. Working on more melee attack too. What do the Lings have? Ling. Still, they're just that 1. just the one attack, which is not going to be enough for the battles to come. 16 queens! Oh, we have another example. We have another attempt at going queen against a meching Terran player as Zerg. Every single time we've seen this tried, it has failed. It has failed for the Zerg. Just the queens don't do enough damage. Yes, they one-shot tanks. I get that. But there are so many tanks. Queens are so expensive, and it takes so much energy to do one spawn brutaling that it just hasn't worked. It has not worked in the past. Ooh, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Every game is different. I can't imagine it's failed every time it's been tried, or nobody would try it. But it's been a consistent thing on my channel where it just does not work. Going queen in this situation. Irradiate. There we go. Radiate, radiate, radiate. The hiders are like, hey, how's it? Are you? Wow, that was bad. Hero, where was your attention, my friend? You just lost 5 hiders for virtually nothing. No damage done at all. SCV, these have just been everywhere. Mong has been sacrificing SCVs to the god of scouting throughout this entire match, and I think it's done well for him. He knows that Hero is poking around down here in the bottom left. He's going to see what he can do about it. All right, man, where are my queens? Where are they? Spawn Broodling is almost done. Where are you, queens? I don't see you. This is moving around. That's not in the queen group, that's for sure. They must be hiding in the main at the third. There's some hide. Oh, over here. Over here on the right side. Yeah, man. That is so many queens. I think he made 16. I think he has 16 queens. All of them slowly generating energy. All of them have Spawn Broodling now. We've basically cut the map in half at this stage. Hyder is trying to go places, but there are just too many tanks. And the tanks, I'm going to say, have +2 attack. Yes, they do. +2 attack, +3 is on the way. Swinging up the left side. There's just Irradiate and tanks here for you. This is not a place to be. Oh, Defiler goes down. Radiate on an Overlord. Picking off some of these Spider Mines. It's a good thing, but just so many tanks. The tank lines, they're covering each other. They're spread out for the most part, so plagues don't hit more than one at a time. Well, maybe not here or here or here, or never mind, or here. The spread is not as good as I thought it was. It's decent. It's not like the tanks are all clumped up into one group, but it could be better. Could be better. All right, queens, are you ready to rock? How much energy do you have? Not enough, actually. It takes 150 to spawn broodlings, because it's good. It's a one-shot attack that can instantly remove a tank from the battlefield. It has to cost a lot of energy. Ooh, Ultralisk Cavern. All right, so maybe an Ultra's next, but I think the plan is, right, we get 16 of the tanks out, we roll in a ton of Ultras, and we call it good. Nice defensive Dark Swarm, though. That was really nice. Keeping the drones alive for the most part there. And there we go, the Vulture's getting cleaned out. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, mate. Yeah, Lings are just like, let's run into this alley of death. How's that sound? We're going to try to clear out these spider mines with our bodies. Where are you, queens? Still down here? All right, cool. It's fine. We're just going to play Cold War right now. We're going to set up an Maginot Line, which actually that was not a Cold War reference at all. I'm confusing my wars here. Maginot Line, I want to say, was World War I. That's when lines were more popular, right? It's when old school military tactics met up with newfound technology that we used to kill each other. Probably the worst World War of all time. The worst war of all time. It's just, we'll set up lines and attack each other. But guess what? Machine guns exist. You can't charge full into someone else's line when they have machine guns. It took way too long for humanity to figure that one out. Just a disgustingly stupid war. All right, moving on. We have more StarCraft here. You guys, are you full energy yet? Yes, we're all at 200 energy. Where's Gamete Meiosis? Isn't that the upgrade that gives queens additional energy? What? He's setting up for a bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Irradiate happening. There we go. Another tank out. Irradiate all of the queens. All of the queens. What is happening right now? Hyder's trying to get up here. No, too many tanks remaining. No, can't come through here. Too many tanks remaining. Too many tanks remaining. Remember what I said about too many tanks remaining? Where are the... attack on the right side. Really going poorly. Yeah, man. Hero attempted something here. It did not... I must say it failed pretty miserably. Sure, he's got these bottom left spaces, which is great. Armies, I mean, total supply is only 180 to 170. Mong has a lead, but it's not a huge lead. Plus, adrenal gland cracklings are here, but those tanks on the high ground are amazing. A bunch of those queens got irradiated to death. Where are the rest of them? They did not all die. No, they're here. So we have more. We have more queens who haven't done anything yet. That's the problem, is you get close enough to throw down a spawn broodling and you get irradiated right in the face. This space has not been taken on the left side, and the center position has not been taken too, just because that is really hard to take, as it turns out. Great dark swarms here. Good irradiates, though, on the lurkers, but slowly pushing. Mong is showing the patience of a meching player. Oh, man, Goliaths. Oh, Goliaths with the Charon boosters are so good in the situation, too. Tank down, Goliath down. I'm not sure that was a good use of spawn brutally, but guess what? Irradiate once again here. Doing some work. Yeah, man, this line is not breakable. Hero's not been able to break the line, and it's moving. It is moving on your third, which, in fairness, you've had for a while. Not EMP. Yeah, man, he's working on EMP, I guess, for the queens. All right, Ling Hydra going for the line. Remember I said it hasn't been broken yet? Well, it hasn't been broken yet. And I'm going to go with it's still not broken. Pro tip. It's not a pro tip. It's just a prediction of sorts. Yeah, man, those high ground tanks are just... It's not great. Throwing himself against this line. There's only a couple tanks here, maybe. But guess who's here? Reinforcing tanks. Mong's up 200 to 145 supply. This is just a bloodbath here. And I think the curse holds true, you guys. I think if you go Queen versus a Meching Terran, you die. Yeah, 183 to 173 supply. I mean, there's ultras on the way. There are 14 ultras in production. But guess who doesn't care about your ultra lists? Tanks. Tanks with +3 attack do not care about your ultras. We've seen it too many times. If Hero comes back and wins this thing, I will eat my hat. I know I'm caster cursing this. I understand that. But this is so many tanks and so many missile turrets and so many spider mines and so many Goliaths. I don't know what you do. I'm going to be honest. What do you do against a Meching Terran in this situation? It's like Meching Terran is incredible against Protoss and Zerg in the late game. Maybe you kill him first, right? A lot of strategies, the counter is don't let them get there, and maybe that's what Hero should have done. He should have not let Mong get there, but easier said than done, man. That is so much easier said than done. All right, where are the Ultras? Here are the Ultras. They are darn near almost fully upgraded. Chitinous plating's on the way. They don't have anabolic synthesis, I don't think. I didn't see that come through the production tab. Scourge connecting on. They might have got one of these science vessels, but don't kill anything at all. Pushing again. Has killed this third base. Wants additional blood here. Oh, the queens get caught out. Do they do anything before they die? Yeah. All right. Ultras cruising on in. Hey, look at the Ultras on top of the tanks. But guess what? They all dead. Defiler's out too. 197 to 121 supply, and Hero is just done. He's out. Mong methodically, crushingly, tankingly. I mean, sure, some of these tanks will die, mostly because of friendly fire splash damage. But that's it. I mean, this tank count is insane. There's your good game. And Mong wins your match in 28 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah. That's it. That is gonna be it. Amazing. Amazing, amazing stuff there out of Mong. What an incredibly impressive display from him. The super greedy opening. The super, super greedy opening really paid off for him. Like, in ways that I do not fathom and do not understand entirely how it worked so well. But man, it allowed him to do this. It allowed him to get up a huge factory count, to expand several times, to get up a tank count with +3 attack, Goliaths, science vessels, vultures, and call it a day, right? At that point, you just call it a day. Guardians aren't going to work. Ultras are not going to work. As we've seen, Queens don't work. Maybe dropping Lings on top of this with Dark Swarm support, but Dark Swarm support doesn't matter when there's this many tanks, and also there's Goliaths to deal with the Drop Lords. Man, somebody smart, somebody smarter than me say how we deal with this, and I just have a strong feeling is you don't let him get here. You kill the Terran before he gets up to a huge, incredibly scary mech army. That's it. That's how you do. Don't let him have these bases for free. Don't let him have this base for free. Don't let him, I mean, effectively never touch his main. He never got his main touched by anything. No muta harass, no link drops, no nothing. Maybe that's it, is just dropping the main, dropping these bases, getting lings everywhere. Don't just sit out here and let the Terran player do whatever he wants. I think that's it. Good stuff, though. I mean, seriously, Mong had a game plan. He executed it amazingly well, and he got the victory. So great job by him. I like Mong. I like Mong a lot as a player. I want to see more of him for sure. I don't have a Mong replay pack, though, turns out. Huh. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and check out this final score as we are wont to do. I mean, Mong 215 to 202 lead there in total score. A typical ZVT here. Zerg produced way more units, lost way more. Just didn't kill enough of what Mong was going for here. Killed half of his units in the game. Just about. Structures here, again, don't tell us the whole story. Resources. Again, usually the player with the more resources wins this thing, but against a meching Terran, they can be so cost efficient in their trades, it doesn't matter. Like, how much of that total spent was in Ultralisk, and they did almost nothing? How much of that was in Queen, and they took down, I don't know. Let's be generous and say the 16 Queens took down 16 tanks. That's not a good trade. The Queens all died. There were so many tanks remaining, it didn't matter. Incredible. Great job. Great job by Mong again. I really can't say enough about him, but I guess I'll stop now. All right, that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Well, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.